The law, and you were talking about a question involving an accident. Back with us today are our legal champions, attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Saramboli. Guys, how are you today?
What are you, just flipping a coin, telling the weather?
Yeah, well, never. It's a scientific process, Ed. I've been here since 10 o'clock this morning. All right, we've got to get some legal advice done, and our attorneys, they're here. They're waiting for this question from Vince in West Pittston. My sister was walking across the street and was hit by a car. The driver of the car is saying it was her fault because she wasn't in the crosswalk. Is he right? What happens here? Does the sister have any rights in this situation?
Well, it really depends. You know, we would kind of need a little bit more information to answer this question completely. But I mean, generally speaking, even if you're not in the crosswalk, somebody can't just mow you down. I mean, the driver in any state, you got to be in control of your vehicle. So if you see somebody that's ahead of you, just because they're not in a crosswalk doesn't give you a right to hit them. But we would need a little bit more information, you know, time of day, you know, the clothing that the person was wearing, whether they were in fact able to see that person who was crossing the street, whether they were in the crosswalk or not.
We see a lot more of these accidents in the springtime. Just recently, a couple weeks ago, a Wilkes student was hit not crossing in a crosswalk. So what we tell everybody is, hey, look, there's crosswalks, there's lights, controlled intersections, use them. But truth is, Ed says you can't just run people down if they're not crossing where they're supposed to be. You know, you have a duty to keep your car in control. Pedestrians generally have the right of way, so obviously you learn that when you take your first driver's test. So, you know, pedestrians need to be more cautious. Drivers obviously have to be cautious, but, you know, try to use the crosswalks when you can. I know that accidents and personal injury are one of your specialties. For our viewers that may need legal advice in that area, how can they reach you? They can call us at 570-714-HURT. They could see us on the web at 714hurt.com.
Or the hotline. Or go to our Facebook page. And if you like us on our Facebook page, post a question. We'll do our best to answer it on an upcoming segment.
See, as always, Ed, Greg needs you to carry the load. Results matter with attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Saramboli. As always, you can get your question featured here on The Law and You by visiting PAHomepage.com or giving us a call on the hotline.